So now we're moving to level two, which is why are certain people difficult to deal with? Or why are certain situations difficult to deal with? So let's take a look at some of the theory which may be able to help us. Rick Hanson has written a superb book, I think, called Hardwiring Happiness, which explains to us how our brains work and how they're geared actually to make us, let's say, less than happy, more cautious than happy, and that we can rewire our brains to bring in a level of happiness. He does this by analyzing how the brain is put together. And of course, it's this scenario which gives us a basis of why certain conversations are difficult. So let's quickly explain what may be happening here. As we all probably know, we've got two broad areas of the brain that is dealing with base emotion: the brainstem, the lower midbrain, the first element of the brain to evolve and to grow. And from there, we've grown up to, if you like, the cognitive bit at the front, the bit we all aspire to use most of the time, the logic, the thinking. But if we look lower down in the brain, of course, the lower brain, the brain stem, these are profoundly based on survival instincts. They're profoundly based on thinking processes to ensure that we're safe. And you can see some of the words there: control, protection, hunger, thirst, breathing, caring, security, fight flight syndrome, something which we are all familiar with. And of course, what is happening in the conversations with difficult people, and you can guess where we're headed with this, is that it's those parts of the brain, the lower brain and the brain stem, which are coming to the fore and beginning to give us blockages and difficulties and unpredictable conversations. And below that orange line there is that part of the brain which is functioning to produce the difficult conversations. I do like the work of Karen Horney. In 1950, wrote Neurosis and Human Growth. This is the approach which analyzes what our fight-flight syndromes, what do we do under stress, what do we do under pressure? And she came up with what I think is a superb way of looking at it. The dominant, the detached, the dependency. These are instinctive, if you like, emotional reactions at the base of the brain, which override and govern quite often that top part of the brain that we really, really want to be thinking with. So the summary is this: difficult conversations are happening because the lower and the mid parts of the brain are getting involved. What we do about that, we shall go and have a look.